Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama, and today I am bringing you Winning with Ease. This is TvT defending against the Marine Hellion drops. That's where you go for your little 1-Rax FE, which is the build that I'm going to be going for. And then your opponent, of course, comes in with a little, they line up some Hellions down there, drop their Marines up here with Hellions, and they drop their Hellions up here, and they come in and try and wreck your mineral line. Just be annoying as ever. So, really quickly, we're going to do the new subscriber shout out. While everything gets set up, we have Saint X37, Boy and You, Zerdhum, Happiest Ever Emo Boy, I Pork Chop, J Bars, I Sue You Too, Homie Slap, Paperboy 1120, CZARNODZIEJSKI, Spawn Media, Eric Chaput, P. Casalinho, The Stable Dweller, The Dipmeister, and Composer 3. So thank you guys very much for subscribing. But anyways, yes, as I was saying, this is going to be TvT, and the thing is, a lot of this comes down to the scouting and just being able to be prepared for it. So it's very similar to sort of a Banshee opener. You're going to see, when you get into the base, you're going to see gas, and this is actually going to be a gas before Rax. And I want to go over how to identify it. It's extremely easy to identify in TvT because, hey, you're building a barracks of your own. So this is going to be a 12 Rax of my own, and all of a sudden when I get over there and I look at his barracks and it's behind mine, well, then I know it's going to be a gas first. So that is the first way to identify it, and if there is no gas, then he could be doing some sort of like 2-Rax, crazy stuff, whatever. Maybe he was going for like a 12-14 or something like that, and then he's starting his second barracks right here. But regardless, I get in, I see his Rax, see how much further behind it is than mine. That says okay, and so I check over here, and I'm going to see he has a gas already mining, and I can already see that 50 gas has been mined out of it. So right there I can say already, this is gas first, because I'm going to get my Marine out, and my Marine should pop out around 309, something like that, and he still has yet to finish his barracks. So I'm just going to continue to run around, and the big thing to note is when he does go for this gas first, this says in TvT, there's going to be pressure. This says in anything, there is going to be quick tech, and then there's going to be pressure, because there is no reason whatsoever that he would be that he would get this gas and then not do any sort of pressure with it, right? Like, he's going to get this gas and then he's going to grab an expansion? I don't think so. There's no reason he'd grab it and then, like, not make a factory after this or some sort of tech lab, whatever it is. So I didn't see any sort of tech lab going down on it right there. I'm just going to continue to scout around, see if I can see a double second gas going on. I saw another SCV running around right there. It looked like he was trying to build a factory. And so now I'm just going to try and scout as much as I can. Okay, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to see anything. That's totally fine. So I just know that in the future I'll have to kind of, keep an eye on that, double check, just kind of see what's up. So now I'm just going to continue to do a little 1-Rax FE back home. Because I didn't see any sort of tech lab or anything like that, I saw this depot going down. I know that I shouldn't be too worried about anything. However, in the event that there might be some sort of tech lab that did go down, I didn't see it because I only saw the one Marine, I'm going to go ahead and put a Marine up here just to kind of like check for that. So that's the reasoning behind throwing this dude up here in case he adds a tech lab and gets a Reaper. You know what, I can just kind of be prepared, just kind of see if anything's heading up over this way, anything moves over there, whatever it is. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue grabbing my additional barracks. I'll go ahead and make an orbital at 150 minerals right there. And now I'm going to start slowly adding on some gas. I used to be a big advocate of just grabbing your double gas right there really quickly. But then I started to kind of note in TvT, like in TVP and stuff, I'd say grab your double gas right there, right? Huge, go for it, whatever. But then I started to note that in TvT, you would have stalled like production and stuff because you would go for these, like I would go for these gas too early sometimes, and so then I would be short a couple of units. And that was just foolish, right? There's no need for that whatsoever. So I don't have any real scouting information on him right now, as we can tell, just besides he has this gas. So I'm going to want to kind of get a scout here in the future. I'm going to send this SCV out to start heading over that way. So 6 minutes, right? I want him already out and across the map, starting to move over. If there's anything that is going to be attacking or moving out right now, I can see. Otherwise, I can get over there, check for an expansion. And, oh, what do we see? We see a Hellion is already out and moving across the map. So this right here is the first indicator that, hey, there might be some sort of shenanigans going on. Next, I'm going to scout in. I see a naked Rax right here as well. So, and more Hellions being produced, as well as more Hellions that we're pushing out across the map right there. So, Because I saw both of those things, I can say, you know what, this looks a lot like that Marine Hellion drop that I've seen before. I should start preparing for it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to kind of prepare by pulling some Marines, a couple Marines back here, just in case he tries to go for anything crazy, and I should pull those out fairly soon. Just in case, he tries to like drop back here. But additionally, I'm going to want to have Marines over here to watch over here, because this is going to be the big area, anywhere that he can drop and get that elevator play going on into the main base. So there we go. I start throwing up turrets as well, simply because turrets can be, if he has a starport down and he's going to be getting that medevac, what's to say he won't add a banshee on that? It's a very common following after that. And so now it's just a little bit of a micro battle right here. I'm going to pull some more Marines up because I know stuff is here, but at the same time I'm going to leave a few down here in case he tries to run around with his Hellions. As you can see right there, he's going to try and go for a run around, and he's not going to be able to do it. So with a spread out on these Marines, I won't have too much difficulty dealing with anything like this, right? So now he's going to, I won't have any difficulty dealing with Hellions. If for some reason all my Marines are bunched up in a little ball, then I'm going to have some troubles. So here he tries to come over, and I'm just going to grab a couple SCVs, move them back. I don't think I really lose almost anything. I don't even think I lose anything in that. So he tries to do a little bit of something else. Not much happens. I have turrets up just in case. Banshees are a transition, which is very common, as I was saying before. And now he can kind of come over here and watch and just double check. I feel pretty safe. So I can just continue to start macroing up, making SCVs, getting stuff, grab combat shield / stim pretty soon, get on my gases here as well. I've added on additional geysers right now. And as well, I can start getting siege at this point. So, I mean, it's very, very, very simple. The Banshees are going to come over. He's going to try and do some damage. Won't be able to do too much. If you look at the worker count, 39 to 26, just going to continue in my favor at this point, because and I'm actually adding on a third base as well, because he is really trying to commit to this all in. So he does have this. He did get an expansion up, excuse me, but he's still going to try and really get in here and do some damage. But I'm still just kind of keeping under watch, saying, okay, I know what's going on. I can kind of see exactly what's happening. There's combat shields going down now. Like I said, I'm taking a third base. I'm ahead in workers, and I'm just going to continue getting ahead as I just continue to add stuff on. I'm going to start getting tanks out. I'm going to get medevacs and Vikings out as well. And so really is not going to be able to do too much. I'm going to speed up a tiny bit here. He tries to come in with a Banshee. Really not going to be able to do too much damage right there. Start making an orbital. Here he goes for a little drop in my base. So I actually am late to react to this because of this Banshee over here I was dealing with. But regardless, it's not going to be able to do too much. So you see he's going to try and get in. I can just pull my units back. I've got a tank here as well. Sack a few SCVs to go ahead and just kind of start doing some damage. And then we're just going to move in here, save the tank, and just move over. So, he'll be able to get in and kill off a decent number of workers. That includes workers from before. But if we still look in the worker tab, I'm still going to be up in workers, plus I have 3 SCVs. So even there, with bad reaction, right, with a slow reaction to all this stuff, because I was dealing with the Banshee that was attacking stuff over here, even with that slow reaction right there, I was still in a fine position. I still have a third base up. I still have all of these units over here. I'm still ahead on tech. I'm still ahead on, I'm going to be getting upgrades as well, so I'm ahead on the upgrades, as you can see right there. I'm ahead. I've got medevac and Valkyries already on the way. My tank count's up. I got Marine Marauder. I mean, every single way I'm basically up at this point. And he tries to come in with more Banshees to harass Cloak, and I just tell him, go away. So at this point, basically, as you can see, the game just continues to snowball in my favor. I'm just going to take my third base here fairly soon, then go take a fourth, and just continue on macroing up, continue adding barracks, and all of that stuff. So I think I'm just going to end it there because the game does run on for a while and it's not very exciting, to be honest. This is episode 50. I didn't even realize it, but happy episode 50, and hopefully here's to 50 more, right? So keep please giving me ideas, or please keep giving me ideas and stuff of builds that you need held. Just feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can post in the Team Liquid thread, anything, everything. Send me a message. I just need to know what is it that you have trouble holding, and I will try and make a video to show you this is how you hold it with ease. So my name is Mr. Llama. I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you guys in my next video.